down for me, babe. Let me wine pon your body, baby, baby. I try to get your attention, but you know that. When I try resist the urge to let you know that. Yeah, me and K and the oppa be perfect, but you're perfect for the moment. Come over, come over, come over, come over. Wait till I say all day, come here. Yeah, I know, baby, yes, I know you'll be worth it. And wait till I say all day, come here. Yeah, and you do your dirt, come here. Yeah, I know, baby, yes, I know you'll be perfect. And beg for me, baby. Go down now, down for me, babe. Let me wine pon your body, baby, baby. Beg for me, baby. Go down now, down for me, babe. Let me wine pon your body, baby, baby. Boy, me not so easy. You gotta work harder. Never leave me lonely. Think a little smarter. Pray come back for starters. Say we go the long way, baby boy. Let's go into the night. Beg for me, baby. Down for me, babe. Wine pon your body, baby, baby. Beg for me, baby. Go down now, down for me, babe. Let me wine pon your body, baby, baby. Tell me sweet none, talk to me sweet, sweet. Tell me sweet none, talk to me nicey. Tell me sweet nothing, tell me sweet nothing. Tell me sweet nothing, tell me sweet nothing. Tell me sweet nothing, talk to me sweet, sweet. Tell me sweet nothing, talk to me nicey. Tell me sweet nothing, tell me sweet nothing. Tell me sweet nothing, tell me sweet nothing. Beg for me, baby. Go down now, down for me, baby. Wine pon your body, baby, baby. Beg for me, baby. Go down now, down for me, baby. Wine pon your body, baby, baby. You're driving me crazy. Want me be a lady? What's to say we every day we want me be a baby? Want me be a lady? What's to say we every day we beg for me, baby, baby.
You've been on my mind. I need to see your ass in person. Yeah. Don't mean to sound frantic. This is urgent. I can't get you out my mental. Letting you go wasn't as simple. Usually play your part, but with you I'm gentle. Oh no. Baby, I've been thinking about you. I can't get you off my mind, girl, I'm stuck without you. I want you all the time, want you all the selfish. Could I have it to myself? Baby, I can help, baby, help it. Usually I try not to get too involved. Usually I start returning calls. Just couldn't see you giving my all. But you got me feeling different things. You're stuck on the story, don't wanna turn a page. I'll be foolish to let you slip away. With you, girl, I don't wanna play no games. So hard to get you out of my brain. Baby, I've been thinking about you. I can't get you off my mind, girl, I'm stuck without you. I want you all the time, want you all themselves. Could I have it to myself? Could I have it to myself? Baby, I've been thinking about you. I can't get you off my mind, girl, I'm stuck without you. I want you all the time, want you all themselves. Could I have it to myself? Baby, I can help it for you.
Check, check, check. Check, check, check. How about now? You guys hear me? Did that fix it? Got my fingers crossed. Damn, for real? Oh, okay, you can hear me now. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go. Sometimes it just doesn't work. What's up, guys? How's it going? Got some chat flips. What's going on? Welcome to the chat. Happy Thursday. We are almost there. Another week down. Another 2 streams in the books almost. I'm excited to find some new music today and get into it. We do have our priority queue started already. Jay Savant at the top right now. If you guys want to subscribe or gift a sub, that will get you bumped up into our priority queue marked in orange. It's a guarantee you'll get played on stream today, and we'll guarantee listen to the entire song. Every 5 priority subscriber submissions, we will bump somebody up from the chat, or somebody up at random from the submission form using our spinning wheel right here. And then the last 30 minutes of the stream, though maybe more if we have a slow stream. It's slow on the submission side today, but might be a slow stream as well. So if it is slow on the submission side, we'll just start bumping people up for free, either at random or in a queue at some point during the stream, just for fun. Because why not? You know what I mean? And if we get through all the music tonight, then fucking maybe I'll just cook up on stream and make some beats, because I was chopping up samples before we got on tonight. So maybe that's what I'll continue to do. I don't know. We'll see. If you are just joining us for the first time, welcome in. Welcome to my crib. This is my office. This is where I spend basically all day, every day working, either sending out pitches on the distro side or the management side, or listening to music, or taking meetings, or sending emails. Like, just literally everything I do happens literally in this room, at this computer, making graphics, all that good shit. So welcome in. It's nice to have you, and I can't wait to listen to your music tonight. I'm excited to get into it. We'll be playlisting songs that we find in our Songs We Found on Twitch playlist, which we also make content for on the Kayvan's House page. If you've not checked it out and you haven't gone to follow, I highly suggest going to follow us on Kayvan's House on Instagram as well, because we have a lot of content that we're making to help support independent and emerging artists and members of the community as well. So if you are an artist, or you work with artists, or you manage artists, or if you're a curator and you're just looking for music, come hang out with us. There's a bunch of new independent and emerging talent that you'll find on these streams, and I love to see you guys support the stuff that we find here just because it's cool, and hopefully just because you like it. So if you are sending music in, all you have to do is hit !submit in the chat, and that's going to bring up a Google form for you to submit your music to. That is going to take your submissions right here next to me onto the little Google form sheet thing that I have, and I'll be pulling up songs from that form throughout the entire stream. If you subscribe or gift a sub to the stream, it is going to guarantee you get played on stream today. You'll get bumped up into our priority queue like GMOS Studios is about to, once he tells me what the artist name is for that one. And then, yeah, we'll get into it. I'll give you guys kind of the whole rundown of like who I am, what I do, why I do this, and what the point of being in this community is in a second. But in the meantime, if you do have a song that you want to get in, make sure you hit !submit in the chat, and that's going to pull up the form. That's going to bring up everything. You can submit your music there, all right? Music producer from Las Vegas, welcome in. It's nice to have you. I am a music producer also. Will Armani, welcome back, bro. How you doing? Nice to see you in here. We'll get you bumped up. GMOS, let me know the artist name that you have for us tonight in the submission though, so I can pull you into the priority queue, all right? If you're in the chat with us right now, welcome back. Welcome in if you're here for the first time. Let us know what you've been working on this week. I'd love to know what you guys have been working on this week. If you're with us on Instagram, we're live on Twitch right now. Come hang out with us. It's ache? All right, like headache? Got it. Can you just make sure you submit in the Google form if you haven't? I don't see it in here yet. So just make sure you submit in there, okay? Without the head, no titty. I'm dead, bro. I'm dead. I'm dead. What a way to start in the chat. Leeway, we're going to get you bumped up into the priority queue as well. So you guys can see what I'm doing here right now. If you do subscribe or gift a sub, and you can do this at any point in the stream if you want to, but again, don't have to. It's not it's completely up to you. It's just whether you want to do it. Yeah, I do. So there's a link in the chat, and it just makes me, it helps me get everything streamlined so we can get through more songs in the stream. We usually get through like 39 to 40 songs per stream. So it's just, this way has been kind of the most efficient way for me to get through submissions, and be able to move a queue around in a way that you guys can see and quickly. When I first started the stream like a year and a half ago, I was writing everything down by hand, and it took literally fucking forever for me to get through songs. So this has been the most efficient way for me to do it so far. And that way you guys can send socials and stuff like that too, and we can go straight into the songs, straight into the socials, go follow artists, go support artists, and do it that way. So that's why it's set up like this right now. Sakai, what's going on? I remembered this time. In my head, I've been running it through my head every time I see a name pop up. Sakai, Sakai, Sakai. Same thing with Saki. Every time I see Saki pop up, I'm like, Saki, Saki, Saki. No, so I don't want to download beats. I don't want to do anything like that. If you can, either put it on a private SoundCloud link, that would be fine. You can use box.com, which is a file storage website that I use all the time for like pitching for Genius, and you can make folders and stuff like that. You can send beats, I can open them, I can play them in the browser. But because I'm using a browser, it has to be sent in a way that I can open it up on the web browser and play it from the web browser. I could do it from my computer, but this is my work computer too, so I'm not going to download a bunch of files from people that I haven't met. Only because, you know, there's a lot of sketchy characters out on the internet, man. My company is always telling me, you're gonna get fish. You gotta watch out for phishing. You gotta watch out for these scams and all these things. So because of that, this is my work computer, and I need this for literally everything. Like beyond what I do here on Twitch, I need it for the distro stuff that I work on. I need it for the management stuff I work on. I need it for my own creative endeavors. I produce all my music on this computer, so that is the reason why I ask if you can send it. Either like Untitled is fine, Off Top is fine, like all the apps where you can upload your beats on music and send it. That would be great. Yeah, lots of sketchy characters on the internet. I don't know if you guys know this. Lots of sketchy characters. Tipper, we're gonna get you bumped up into the priority queue as well. Let us know the artist name in the chat when you get a chance, and make sure you've submitted it in the Google form if you haven't yet already, and we'll put you in the priority queue. For everybody who's joining, welcome in. If you want to submit your music, all you have to do is hit ! submit. No, you're totally fine. Look, you are not the only one. It happens every stream, so I always explain it. I always like to make sure that people understand, like, it's not a you thing. It's just like a blanket rule, so that I can make sure that I'm protecting my shit and make sure that, like, it's easy and everyone gets the amount of time that we can give them, right? If you are in the chat joining us for the first time, let us know where you're watching from. I'd love to know where you guys are at in the world. I'll give you kind of the intro to what I do, who I am, and all that kind of stuff very shortly too. Saya, I believe you, bro. It hasn't popped up for me yet, but I do believe you, so I'll put you in the queue. But for everybody who doesn't know what this is or how we do it, this is a music feedback stream. I'll be listening to your music, giving feedback. So will the people in the chat. We'll be doing it in a respectful way. That is the only rule in here. That is the rule for all of you who are watching as well. Please be respectful of each other. If I catch you being an asshole, we're all just going to turn on you, and that's just what it is. That's how it works in here. Because we just don't, that's not the kind of vibe we want in the chat, all right? Like, everybody here is doing something really difficult. We're all trying to make music. We're all creating. We're all trying to make a career in music, which is a very difficult thing to do. So if we can just respect that of everybody, that's the only thing that I ask. And if we all do that, we're all going to have a great time, all right? If you want to submit your music, !submit. It's going to pull up the Google form. If you want to skip the queue and get bumped into the orange queue, which is a guarantee you'll get played on stream today, and the best way to get played all the way through start to finish, subscribing or gifting a sub to the stream is the best way to do that. If you don't want to subscribe to Twitch and you'd rather donate on PayPal or whatever, you can do that as well. It's up to you. It's harder for me to keep track of, so I usually ask that people just subscribe or gift a sub. Also, because you get ad-free viewing, you get the Discord subscribers-only channel, which you can talk to me directly and then ask questions whenever you want. Though for some reason, no one ever really takes advantage of it, but it's there. And then you also get these emotes in the chat, which you can use, which I made for you guys, especially. So those are the benefits of subscribing and gifting a sub. But the main one is getting bumped into the priority queue and guaranteeing that you'll get played on stream today. Play Gambit, what's up? How you doing? I will tell all you guys what I do. We'll get into some music so you guys can see how this goes as well. But just so you know, we'll be playing, if you send in Spotify links, we'll be playlisting songs on Spotify today and the songs we found on Twitch playlist. I do make content for this every week on the Kayvan's House Instagram and my own personals as well. So if you want to submit for that, just make sure it's a Spotify link. You can send other stuff too, and if you have unreleased music, that's also fine. But just for everybody who is submitting specifically for that content series and the playlist, it has to be on Spotify, okay? What else? I didn't mean to close the music. We'll be using the spinning wheel every 5 priority subscribers submissions, we'll start bumping people up at random from the submission form. So you guys will always get the chance to get bumped up for free throughout the stream. And then the last 30 minutes-ish of the stream will be dedicated to the people in the chat. So if you just stick around and hang out with us, there is also an opportunity to get bumped up for free towards the end of the stream. It's more of a rapid-fire mode, so we can listen to more music and get through more songs. But it's there. So if you guys don't want to spend money, I think it's like $5 if you want to subscribe or gift a sub. It's free if you have Amazon Prime. But if you don't want to do that at all, I totally understand, and that's what the other options are there for. So stick around. There's still options to get bumped up. Make sure you submit your music anyway. And then for anybody who has subscribed to gift to the sub so far, please make sure you submit in the Google form and let us know when you have. All right, Gambit, I thought I saw you in here, but I don't see it now. So I would just make sure you resubmit using the Google form, okay? Timba, thank you so much. Do you have a song that you wanted us to bump up for you? Because it said that you resubscribed, so you get a free one this month. So if you have it, let me know. There's the Acorn. All right, now that we've got our first 5, let's get into it so you guys can see what this looks like too. I don't think I have any other, updates or announcements this week, other than, I did just drop a new songs you found in the comments video as well on Instagram. So like, if you did not get played on stream today, another thing you can do, which is a free submission based playlist, is this. So just go to the Instagram, go follow us, go comment your song title, artist name. I also listen to all of these submissions myself, and our community playlist submissions are open in the Discord, which you can submit for right now as well. That's also a free submission based playlist. So again, if you don't get played on stream tonight, there are so many other options. Someone in the Discord the other day was saying they never got played on stream, and that was why, I don't know, they would just like, fuck this, basically. And that's fine that they feel that way, but I will just keep flagging for you guys. There are a bunch of other free playlist opportunities that you can tap into, even if it's not here on stream, and I would just take advantage of them, because honestly, I pitch music to people all the time, and a lot of people are going to ask you for a budget. I'm not going to ask you for a budget for a playlist. I just want to make sure that the stuff that we hear is good, and if I like the music, I'll playlist it. I'm a little picky. That's about it. All right. So make sure you take advantage of the free stuff. It's there so that you guys have it, essentially, and that it's an option for you. Okay. Let's get into this music, and I'll kind of explain who I am, what I do, and why we do this. So really quickly, my name is Kayvan. If you are in here for the first time, then I am the director of A&R at Genius Distro. I've been an A&R now for the last 2 years, signing artists and working on things, but I independently A&R'd a lot of songs for artists in Japan and the US. For a while, I've been managing artists for like 10 years. I've been an artist, I've been a producer, I'm a classically trained violinist. I make a lot of playlists, I make a lot of content about music, and I've been a Genius for the last like 8 years. So before I was working on the distro side of things, signing artists and putting projects out through the platform, I was doing interviews, I was booking interviews for the platform, I was figuring out how to grow the YouTube channel, and so I did a lot of interviews on Verified, Deconstructed, Open Mic, all the like Genius series that you guys would know I basically worked on. Did a lot of branded content stuff, so working with brands to pair artists, put them in, get them paid, and do really cool one-off content pieces with them. And then live events, and now distro. So some of the artists that we've signed so far: Overcast, Angelo Moda, Shoko, Serena, Chris Crack, Antone, CCBKE, Leia the Leo, Ajna Bray, My Name Isn't J-Mac. About 6 of these artists are actually from this community. My Name Isn't J-Mac was the first Genius distro signing, and it came from this community and finding him here on stream. So it is kind of a talent incubator for me. The point of this stream is to create community around independent and emerging artists and giving feedback to artists in a way that actually helps them develop and grow. Shout out to Antone. His album comes out tonight, so make sure you guys stay tapped in with Antone and go check him out, because he will have a new song coming out tonight as well, or a new album coming out tonight as well. Sorry. What up, Dejan? We're live on Twitch right now. Come hang out. All right, so that's it. That's all. Just be respectful to each other. Yeah, shout out to Win on the new Conductor beat too. You guys, well, some people will be getting previews for that next week. All my curator friends are going to be getting an early listen to that Win track produced by Conductor Williams, which we're all very excited about. It's great. I've heard it. I really like it a lot. I think you guys will too, especially if you like Conductor Williams, you're gonna like it. Like, he's a fucking sick producer, and it's great. So you guys are absolutely going to hear it next week when it comes out, and I'm very excited about it. But yeah, we did Overcast Reset EP last year, and that one was one of our big ones too. So we've been working. All right. So that is why I do this, to get feedback to artists to help them develop, because I love the artist development part. That's why I wanted to be an A&R. It's not something that happens in A&R and distro so much on that side of things, so this is my way of being able to do that for artists. So if you have any music industry questions, feel free to ask in the chat. And yeah, this is it. Jay Savant, maybe one day let us know what you think in the chat. As pop as it gets. This is a very, very pop-leaning song. This is the most pop-leaning Jay Savant song we've heard so far. Let us know what you think in the chat. As always, we want to know what you think of these songs as well. What up, Ace? We're live on Twitch right now. Come hang out. What up, Dijon? What's going on? And if you're in the chat, let us know what you're working on. Let us know where you're at in the world. And let us know what you think of these songs. Really solid hook. _ Jay Savant on Instagram. I low-key could see this song being in like a Love Island or like some sort of reality dating show. This feels like it fits in perfectly. I would maybe just, if you can, turn the snare down slightly. Leeway says, I love the voice, but I wish the melodies were a little more dynamic. I think the chorus, like, melody is perfect. I wouldn't change that at all. Oh no, Sam X and Smiley love saying aren't on the wheel. No one's on the wheel yet. I haven't put it in there. I will, I'll update it when we get to that point. That's like the last stream. That's all from last stream. 954 the Kid, let me know the artist name in the chat. And then GMO, I saw that you subscribed again. So let me know what your second one is, if you've got a second one. I love the chorus melody. The verse melodies, I kind of agree with Leeway. There is things that could maybe improve, just a little bit more variation in some of the melodies in the verses, but... Yo, what up? If you're with us on Instagram, we're live on Twitch right now. We'll be live for the next 2 hours listening to new music and giving feedback. It's free to submit. So come submit your music. 954 the Kid checking in from Florida. Shout out to Florida. What part are you in? I hope you're doing okay and you're safe post-hurricane. Ake, I think I got 2 subs from you, bro. So if you have a second song you want to send in, feel free to do that too. Will Almoni said this is a very radio-filling song. Leeway says this hook is sticky as fuck. It is a catchy chorus melody. It reminds me of that song by Usher and David Guetta, Without You. I wanna say goodbye without you. It's the octave jump, and I really love the octave jump. It's great. Overall, great job, man. I think you do a really great job on the writing when it comes to the pop stuff. And again, like the chorus melody, I think was really great. If there was any feedback that I would give, it's just like a little bit more variation within the verses and the melodies on the verses, and that's all. What's going on, Community Garden? What's up, Jason? What up, Meta World Zeke? Amazing engineering. I thought the mix was really good. The mix was really solid. I would say maybe just turn the snare down a little bit, only because the frequencies clash with what the vocal is. Just a touch. That's it. It's like a very small thing. We got Will Armani up next. Hope you and everyone watching is doing well. Remember not to let your external environment affect your internal being. Stay positive. I love that note. That's such a nice note. I agree. We got Broward County, man. I have a feeling that I know what kind of music you make just from the fact that you're from Broward County, but we'll find out. Will Armani, feeling dumb. Let us know what you think in the chat. I gotta turn my headphones down in a second. All right, October 16th, this comes out. If you have music coming out, make sure you put your songs in the release calendar. I check that first every Friday. You're okay. If you want to sub or gift a sub, you'll get bumped up for sure. But if not, you don't have to. We have a free one coming up in 3 songs. So submit your music anyway. I mean, I've felt this way about Will's music from the first time I've heard it, basically. Like, I love this. Like, I love this vibe. This is my guilty pleasure music. Honestly, I was a big YNW Melly fan, big Juice WRLD fan, so, like, I just enjoy this type of music, and I can't say that I don't. I think your vocals sound great. I love what you're doing with the melodies. There's maybe moments, I think, in the lyrics that you could be a little bit cleaner, a little bit smoother. But I do think that your delivery, your tone, vocal mix all sound really great. Beat choice is pretty cool too, honestly. Let us know what you think in the chat. If you are rocking with us, make sure you go follow at Will Armani on Instagram. Leeway says the delivery and mix of fire. I think those are the strong suits for me as well. The delivery is great. The engineering is great. Dude is making a lot of content too, which I have to commend. You got to make a lot of content these days. KayvanMD says that sounds like older Uzi. Yeah, it's definitely of that time period. But I think with the production on this one too, it still feels really relevant. Like the production doesn't necessarily feel exactly like what we would have heard from old Uzi, which I kind of like. It's got those like plug and B elements and some of these newer like underground sound elements too, which I really like. I don't think there's anything like that I really have feedback on, honestly, other than like at times I think the lyrics could be a little bit stronger. And I do think that that's just a thing in general with that type of music. It's got to be really, really catchy, and that's it. Submissions are absolutely still open. All you have to do is use the submission form, which I put in the chat for you. !submit will pull up the submission form for anybody who wants to submit that music. And if you want to skip the queue and get bumped into the priority queue marked in orange, that's a guarantee you'll get played on stream today. Subscribing or gifting a sub will get you bumped there. You can do that as many times as you want. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. We also have free bumps that come up every 5 priority subscriber submissions at random using the spinning wheel. And then also the last 30 minutes of the stream will be dedicated to people who are in the chat hanging out with us. So if you stick around and hang out till about 7:30, then we'll start bumping people up from the chat for free. So there's a bunch of free options in here, but if you want to guarantee that you get played on stream, because we do get a lot of submissions, and there are a lot of submissions we don't get to every stream. It's the only way that I can just be like, yeah, it's an absolute guarantee that we'll play a song without a doubt, even if I go over time. That just is what it is, okay? Leeway, Broken, Mix V10, or V1, sorry. Loud. Why is it titled Loud? I need to know. It doesn't feel too loud at the moment. Let us know what you think in the chat if you are here. Honestly, Leeway on Instagram. This has got a nice like feeling to it already. What up? If you're with us in the chat on Instagram, come hang out on Twitch. We're live right now. We'll be live for the next 2 hours. Not master, but it's got a limiter, okay. I love the synth bass on this, actually. This is probably my favorite song that we've heard from you so far. I know, like, I tend to say this every stream, just if you guys are in here, you obviously heard me say it before. But I tend to be, like, as I listen to an artist develop over time, when I get that submission where I'm like, all right, like this one feels like the most ear-catching thing for me. It feels like the right pocket for you as an artist. That's when I'm going to tell you it's my favorite thing that I've heard from you so far. And I think for me, this is probably where I feel like I've enjoyed the song the most all the way around. Melodies are really nice. I think the writing's good. There's maybe times where the vocal delivery could be a little bit cleaner. I think it's just tuning a little bit more in some of these verse sections. But overall, like I think the chorus is really strong. I think your vocal delivery it fits really nice in this more melodic style. And I like this production style for you too. It's like a little slower. It's a little bit more pop leaning. So this is kind of like, I would kind of nudge you towards this direction of music personally. Like if we were working together, I'd be like, yo, like you should do more of this. I feel like this is a really, really, really good space for your vocal. More of this, please. Let us know what you think in the chat, but I mean, I have master mix notes, but honestly, because it's not mastered and it's still like the first version of the mix, I'm not really that pressed about it. But as a song, I really like the song, and I think this is probably, of the stuff that you've sent through and the stuff that we've listened to, this is the one that stands out the most to me for sure. At honestly Leeway on Instagram, great job, man. Honestly. No pun intended. Ake up next. Sorry, I almost said acne. Can't read. Ake, producer from Las Vegas, Nevada. Enjoy and blessings to everyone in the stream. What kind of music do you make? I guess we're about to find out. Ooh. Ooh. All right, for all the artists who are in the chat who are looking for producers to work with, here's one. Here you go. Based out of Las Vegas, Nevada. If you're looking for a producer, they hate say so. Follow my Institute. Is this you? Who's Insta? Honestly, Leeway says, oh shit, I'm dancing already. That's sent late, yeah. This is very cool, bro. beat is hard, bro. I absolutely love this. I know, Vera. I know. This is great. To be real, like, this is one of the best, like, Afrobeat, piano kind of mixes that I think I've heard on stream. There's a couple producers who stand out when I think about that in general, but this is definitely one of the ones that stands out immediately. Brianna, Metal World Zeke will get you bumped up into the queue. Thank you, thank you. I love this. I could hear like I could hear a Masego on it. I actually could hear one of the artists that I work with, a Genius, on something like this too. If you haven't checked her out, you definitely should. And this one is for you specifically, G-Moss. You should go follow this artist. Reach out and then just tell him that I sent you. Because you guys will make some crazy music together without a doubt. This artist. You specifically need to go follow this artist and tap in. Though if you want to just send me a pack, you can also send me a pack and I'll pass it to her manager, because I just think that this is like the perfect fit for like the stuff that she wants to make. And I think this is great. It's well mixed. The layers are already nice. Did you play everything on this? Is it loop based? Like, what does your production kind of process look like? Hit up Epic and give it to Tyler. I mean, yeah, that'd be fire too. Tarek, as soon as that sub pops up, bro, I got you. I'll bump it into the priority queue. Beat is really good. Mixes it too. I love that. I kind of work the same way, so like I do a lot of like sample chops and then additional instrumentation on chop because I just like it like that. MIDI and some samples and some sections. I love it. And then also, depending on what I'm making, sometimes I'll use drum loops. Like, honestly, like I don't see a problem with using drum loops. If the break is good and there's a way you can chop it up and make it your own, I think it's just a great way to make more music, you know what I mean? Janelle Music says beat is dope. This one this moves. Yeah, I think at the end of the day, like as a producer, one, that's got space for a vocal. That's the thing you need to think about as a producer. The mix on it feels really good. All the levels are really nice. I understand the tag being on there, so I'm not gonna say take the tag off. But I mean, like, I would say if you had an artist on it, maybe don't put the tag everywhere. But before you get an artist on it, I think that's more than fine. If you guys are rocking with that, make sure you go follow him, the James Joseph Brown on Instagram. I love it. You got a little aesthetic going on too, man. You make music too? Like, do you make your own music and put your own music out separately of producing? All right, Saya, up next. We've got our first free bump of the evening coming up after this one. But this is Untitled featuring... I don't know how to say that. Kazit? I don't know. You're going to have to tell me how to say that one. But this is Saya. Bro, Cassette? Cassette. Aren't you? You're mad young too, right? I remember you and Antone were too far off of each other, age-wise. Been a couple of months since I submitted. I haven't forgotten you though. AK Louis P. There's a link in my bio where you can send it, bro. It's a Google form. 16. That's what I thought. IHYIAH on Instagram. Let us know what you think in the chat. So this is one of the other 16-year-olds we have in the community. I've been kind of like really impressed by a lot of the young artists that we have in the community and the stuff they send in. Aya's one of them. Saya's one of them, sorry. Antone, another one who we just signed a Genius distro. This is just very of the times, bro. Like, this is what kids are listening to. It's like the children of Yeet. You know what I mean? But I like this. Those inspired by Playboi Carti, like, I enjoy this type of music, so I can't say that I really have any feedback on it. Janelle says he's so good for 16, he's gonna be monster before 20. I agree. That's one of the things that I think impresses me the most too, because I hear a lot of music in this space. It doesn't always stand out, but I feel like with Saya, it always stands out. Like, it's always like I hear some shit and I'm like, damn, bro, I can't believe that you are 16 and you're already making this quality of this type of music. Because I think for a lot of artists, like even when they get into it in their mid late 20s, like they don't do the best job of it. So I think there is something like really just naturally gifted in the way you make music and stuff. So I like it. What direction do you see rap going into next year, next few years? What do you think? Oh, well, I think, all right. It's interesting because there's so many different subsections of hip hop. So it's like, it's hard to kind of like predict, because I feel like all of the subsections kind of consistently exist in like in the same space all the time. It's not like they ever really go away, or like one style becomes more popular than the other. And you know what I mean? Like, I think for a while we kind of got away from the more lyrical, soul-based, sample-based hip hop, but with the underground rap scene kind of growing again and coming back up with artists like Overcast and even like the Drakes and Griseldas of the world kind of like doing their thing over that type of production. It's interesting because I do feel like there's a resurgence kind of happening within that space, right? Which is now becoming a little bit more popular, I think, in the overall sound, but it's never really gone away. I think it was just like a thing where like old heads will be like, oh, no one's making that anymore, but it's always there. And then it's the same with all the other different pockets. Do I still think every style and subgenre of rap is technically always still relevant? Yeah, I mean, yes. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, it's like different things will pop off at different moments. And now also just with the way the streaming platforms are and streaming is, it's like everything's so segmented anyway. Like the people who want to listen to it is still going to be listening to it, and there's always going to be space for it. I think like if we look at like what plays on the radio and shit like that, hip hop goes in and out anyway, and I think we're kind of in a space where hip hop doesn't necessarily dominate what you hear on like in public as much. But that's because things like folk and like country are kind of having their moment right now. Pop is having a big resurgence. Dance is having a big resurgence. So it's all just cyclical. Like I think at the end of the day, no genre really disappears or becomes not relevant to the audience that you're trying to promote to and the audience you're trying to reach, right? So I think it's just dependent more so on like, as an artist, who is your audience, and then finding and serving that audience all the time. The rest of the shit that like you see, you know, the charts and all that, like it does it really have like the bearing on what really is happening within all of listeners? No, not really. Like I do feel like that aspect of the music industry and the music business is so like not transparent anyway. Like there's a lot of shit that you see where it's like, all right, well, like if you spend enough money, you can just make that happen anyway, right? So and that's why it's a tough question for me to answer, because I'm like, what I see in hip hop doing really well right now is kind of like a bunch of artists in a bunch of different spaces. The Detroit style is really big right now, like that kind of offbeat type shit. Thoughts on industry plants? I don't like the whole concept of an industry plant or like the idea of it, because it's just all that means is that the people who are supposed to be doing their fucking job are doing their job well. You know what I mean? Like the artist is doing their job well. There's usually years of work that's gone into an artist even getting to a point where a team would be interested in working on this shit and promoting it anyway. So to me, like the whole idea of an industry plan is just fucking dumb. You know what I mean? Like it just is one of those things where like people will say that just to discredit the work that's been put in, not only by the artist and their team, but by the team that's maybe now picked them up and helped amplify them to a larger, you know, fucking audience in the first place. So I could really rant about industry plants and the whole thing, because I think it's just consumers being assholes. Let's give people their flowers for the work they've put in. If you've gotten big enough to get in front of an audience that gives a shit and connects to you that way, even if it's through the music or it's through the socials, like you've done the thing that everyone is trying to do. We can't just sit here and be like, oh, just an industry plant. It's not that they don't exist. I just don't think that it's fair. You know what I mean? Like I think at the end of the day, like there are people who fall into situations where they have more budget and they have more money, and that puts them in a different situation than somebody who doesn't have it. But the reality of it is, for them to get into that place in the first place, like they have to have put the work in, and they have to be talented. Like I think there are some cases where we see artists blow up who aren't talented, but it's not even because they're an industry plant. They still did something right along the way that made people fuck with that shit. You know what I mean? And like, even if it's a one-hit wonder, like it's still a lot of work. It's not an easy thing to do. It's not just something that just like, if everyone could do it, everyone would do it. You know what I mean? So like, it just, I think it's, for me, like the concept of an industry plant exists, but the reality of what an industry plant actually is just like people doing their jobs in a career that they've spent a lot of time trying to figure out. You know what I mean? Like that's I think more so how I feel about it. All right, PJ France, Down Bad. Let us know what you think in the chat. Somebody said something about this. Oh shit, PJ France submitted. The album he just put out is fire. Somebody submitted on his behalf, even if it wasn't him. This is really cool.
wanna come through.
I've never heard of PJ France before.
One night got me too fucked up. Now it's 3, 2, 1, and I just keep thinking.
This is really cool.
I'm losing my cool.
Wait, who submitted this?
Oh no, I think about it. Oh, I think about it.
Someone named Nick Polak. This is very cool. Let us know what you think in the chat. Also, yeah, there is a lot of jealousy in our community, 100%. Because everybody wants to be the one to make it first, but nobody wants to just be like, oh, well, let's go. I gotta start a YouTube channel. Man, I never know what to talk about. That's why I like doing question-based shit, because I never really know what to talk about. But once you get me talking about a subject, I can talk about it. This is sick. Shout out to PJ France. I really want to know who submitted this. Popped up my FYP early this year as one of my favorite emerging artists right now. It's really sick. This is really cool. I don't know if I missed anybody. If I missed anybody for subs, let me know. Ake, I think you have some more that I can pull you up for, bro. Feel free to submit more beats if you want to. Just chop up clips from the stream. Bro, I always run out of time. I was just talking to my wife about this like 20 minutes ago. I was like, I gotta really start chopping up clips from the stream. Tarek. I didn't see it pop up for you, bro. Did you sub or did someone gift you a sub? They are two different things. If you spent money, though, I got you. I just want to make sure that I'm not just doing it for everybody. That's all. I love the delivery on this as well. I'm running. Me too. I love this. This is so sick, man. Shout out to whoever submitted this song, because I really like it a lot. Shout out to PJ France. Whenever you see this is beautiful. I have no feedback at all other than I really like this a lot. Okay, you subbed yourself. Community Garden, same thing to you. And it was for Thorn Malik. All right. We just have an honor system in here. So if you guys tell me that you did, I'm going to trust you. So if I ever find out that you were lying to me, I will hold a grudge. It's just what I'm like. I don't know. I'm not proud of it, but I will hold a grudge. All right. I'm a grudge holder. I'll pull up the socials for you guys. This is 954 the Kid. Diamonds in GLD. Did you put it in the forum? Because I can pull it up. If not, it's in the chat for everybody. But yeah. Let us know what you think in the chat. Lying is ugly. Yeah, I agree. Let's just be real. 954 the Kid, how old are you, bro? Grudge holder. Put that on my gravestone. What if I submit this 10K right now? What do you mean? What do you mean? This is solid. This is what I thought the music would sound like, you being from Broward County. I am not mad at it at all. Oh, yeah, okay. I appreciate the honesty. I'm not going to stone you. I thoroughly appreciate your honesty. That's love. Thank you. Channel points? I mean, you could make me sing to you. The channel points are just there for you interacting in the chat. They're just like if you message, you get them. Isn't mix the best, but because of your delivery it works, and I really like this as well on morning. I would say the same thing. I think what's happening here though is it's a 2-track. So we've got the beat that's already mixed its own way. The vocals mixed on top of it. I mean, you can hear it because the beat tags are still in here for the producer too. So first thing that I would say is start working with producers in your community. Start doing stuff where you're in the studio with the producer as well. And that'll help too when it comes to getting the mixes right, because it's tough in general to mix a vocal on top of an already mixed beat. There's just no way to get the levels right. So there are elements that are in the beat that probably are a little bit louder than they should be. If you're gonna lease this beat, make sure you lease it with the stems so you can get the mix down properly. Just make sure your bass isn't overpowering. Like, I think that's kind of how they've mixed the beat, honestly, as is the sub is like fucking loud, and that's just how a lot of producers will mix their beats anyway. So I'm not gonna give too much feedback on the mix, because I do think it is just like get the stems, one, that'll help a lot with getting the levels right and getting the mix right and making sure the vocals sit in the right place. I do think your delivery was really good. I think the writing was good. I like that style of music and that sound of music. It fits your voice. I want to hear more. Like, it's hard for me to make a judgment on an artist on one song, but from what I heard there, it is something that I would listen to. It is something that I would playlist. It's something that I have listened to a lot of in my career as well. 954 the kid on Instagram out of Broward. You are a Florida artist for sure, like without a doubt. But look, like, keep going, keep working at it. How old are you? You didn't say it when I asked before, but I'm curious. We got another one from Ake. You guys are going to get hit with an ad, and there's nothing I can do about it. So if you are not a subscriber, sorry. But if you are, then you won't. 22? Oh, you got time, bro. Keep working. Keep working. But try and connect with other artists, other producers in your community as well, because it'll just help. Like, the resources and the connections and relationships are such a big part, especially in a community like Broward County where there's so many artists and so many people who have actually made it out of that area of the country as well. Like, take advantage of that. This is another one from Ake. Oof. 2 for 2 on these beats, bro. Bruh, I'm officially an Ake fan too. This man is literally pulling melodies out of me immediately. The James Joseph Brown on Instagram. I could hear like a Burna. I honestly could hear Burna Boy on this. Like, I have his voice in my head. I could hear like the big, like Vic Tony, like all of these artists. I could easily hear them on top of this. And there's so much room for a vocal and for the melody to dominate. It's great. Maybe cut that synth down a tiny bit. That's it. I'm being picky. Log drums could come up in the mix a tiny bit, I think, too. That's it. If you want to submit music, all you have to do is say ! Submit. Here's a link for you in the chat. And if you want to skip the queue, get bumped into our priority queue, that's a guarantee you'll get played on stream. Subscribing or giving a sub is the best way to do that. That's a guarantee we'll play your music on stream. But if you don't want to subscribe or give a sub, that's fine. Every 5 priority subscriber submissions, we'll bump somebody up from the chat for free. And then in the last 30 minutes of the stream will be dedicated to people who are in the chat hanging out with us as well, okay? Bro, you got me fucking bumping my head. This shit is amazing. What's his IG? The James Joseph Brown. The James Joseph Brown. And if you miss any of the socials, don't worry. I'll put all the socials in the Discord after we get off stream tonight too, so you can always go back and find the artists that you heard and listened to in stream that you really liked, alright? Fix up the master, been bring the logs. I'm a big log drum fan in general, so if the log drums are hitting, I think it just brings that that extra thing to Afrobeat on a piano, because there's not really a sub, you know what I mean? That's it. But I mean, guitars, rhythmic elements, it's really well put together. I like this a lot. It is all about the log. I agree. But the guitars sound really nice. Did you play the guitar or is that a sample? Regardless of what it is, the tone is really nice on the guitar choice as well. The James Joseph Brown. No splice? Good shit. I'm also a splice user. I also, yeah, I'm like one of those people. I play a lot of instruments. Like, I play piano and shit. Like, I grew up playing violin, but I play piano, I play guitar. I'm not the best at guitar, but piano, that's probably my main, especially when it comes to producing. But I'll do the same thing. I'll chop my samples up on piano. I've been using the type keys a lot recently. Now I want to write something that tonight and try and get it to Burna Boy. Look, man, I love Burna Boy. I'm a big Burna Boy fan. First music video of the night, Meta World Zeke, Paint a Picture. This artist is great. He's a great rapper. I don't think I've been disappointed one time by something that I've heard from Meta World Zeke, honestly. I think at this point, I've playlisted every Meta World Zeke song that I've heard. And I would stand on that. If I haven't playlisted a song, it's probably just because I haven't heard it, in all honesty. I'm a Meta World Zeke fan.
I paint a picture perfect.
Let me know what you think in the chat.
Descriptions. came equipped with verses. I'm cold as ice, man. I lay it up like Irvin.
Akimi, what's up? We're live on Twitch right now. Come hang out.
I paint the future. And should I wear a turban? I'm asking questions. Cause nothing is for certain. When I'm in deep thought, feel like the only person.
I love the foremanship layered with just the regular vocal too. I like the regular vocal as the ad lib. I feel like it's usually the opposite way around. That's what makes it so cool. It's such a cool little like flip on it. Beat in the flow is crazy. Video's sick. The lighting in this video, it's black and white, but the lighting is so good.
I paint a picture. I paint a picture.
The use of shadow in this is so nice.
I paint a picture perfect. I paint a picture. I paint a picture perfect. I paint a picture. I paint a picture perfect.
Louis, that's cool. Come hang out.
I paint a picture perfect.
Oh,
I paint a picture.
Make sure you put it in the release calendar, Akimi, because I'm sure I'll support it in the playlist tomorrow. Just hit the link in my bio, use the release calendar form, and I'll make sure I listen to it in the morning, okay? But congratulations on the release.
You make a mixture. Elixir kill the nervous. I lick my lips because the service.
This is so A Tribe Called Quest.
Feeling is nothing that's new to me.
It's like if you took A Tribe Called Quest and made it like super new and just put a new alternative hip hop twist on it, that's what it feels like. Was Quasimodo inspired? I love that. Leeway said the same thing. This makes me think of A Tribe Called Quest for some reason. I love it.
Not what I thought it was, ladies and gentlemen.
Janelle says looks like Q-Tip. Oh, so we all thought this feels like A Tribe Called Quest in the best ways.
Might turn into the nigga who gon' hit you from the back. Me desire something stable, something pure,
Is this out on streaming as well right now, or just the video?
Picture perfect.
Jesus says this is fire.
I paint a picture perfect. I paint a picture. I paint a picture perfect.
This is so fire. Okay, so this is what I was talking about though. When I say like this type of music is making a resurgence in hip hop right now, I feel like this right now is the wave in hip hop for everybody who really loves hip hop. I think for the younger kids, it's still kind of the rage music. It's like the stuff that feels a little bit more like alternative hip hop and like pulling influences from like very strange places also. But I think like for the real hip hop fans, like this sound right now is what's really like driving everything. It's on streaming too. That's how you know it's dope. We're all thinking the same thing. Yeah, that is how you know it's dope. When everybody in the chat says the same thing about the song, you know something is absolutely right. All right, we got to go find that. Shout out to Dominic Anthony Lo Cicero. I think I butchered it. But shout out to him for the direction on the video too, and Magnus Andretti for the feature on this one. It's called Paint a Picture. It's by Meta World Zeke. Vince Staples, an alchemist. I hope I don't get DMC'd for that. DMC'd. I hope I don't get run DMC'd for that. Fuck. Gotta save that one in the playlist. That was sick. I like that your album artwork is Bob Ross inspired also. Shout out to Bob Ross. Again, if you guys want to get bumped into the priority queue, marked in orange, subscribing and gifting a sub is the best way to guarantee you get played on stream tonight. But if you don't want to, that's cool. Stick around. We have another free bump coming up in 2 songs from the... this is the queue list right now. So we've gone through about 8 songs. We have 2 more priority subscriber submissions, a free one here that we'll use our spinning wheel to pick. And then if you subscribe or gift a sub at this point or whenever, you will get bumped up into that next slot right after the free bump that's happening. If you subscribe or gift a sub, it's a guarantee you'll get played on stream. We'll listen to the song all the way through, but we'll have those free bumps every 5 priority subscriber submissions, and we'll do a free section like the last 30 minutes of the stream, which is about 30 minutes from now. So if you stick around, there's also that chance you'll get bumped up for free later on. I don't think you did sub, you did follow. Subscribing costs like $5. So it's up to you. It's free if you have prior Amazon Prime.
Here we go again.
Okay, let's do this one from Brianna Knight, which is up next, and then Sample Soul. Let me know the artist name too, and we'll make sure we get you pulled up in the priority queue. Thank you for the sub. This is Brianna Knight. Love a little R&B. Big R&B fan over here. Great voice. A Get Your Ass Out My Face song coming out October 24th. I love that description of it. Brianna Knight Music on Instagram.
Thank you for the memories, no need to
explain.
I ain't got the patience and you don't have the brains. You think you
nice run.
I know I'm the one, the only one to blame, to let you first and fight and curse. And me, you only got one time.
This has that real classic contemporary R&B feel to it. Hey, I'll put it up there because yeah, I got you. I saw that you had gifted 5 subs, so I'll like if you just keep sending shit, I'll keep putting it in the queue. Will Money says yo, your voice is great. Mountainside, what's up, bro? We are listening to Brianna Knight right now. Rihanna Night Music on Instagram.
Couldn't be me running around after you frantic. Couldn't be me. Do you need to hear it more? Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. No, no. What did my girl say? Wanna hear me back?
Leeway says the voice is that, but don't get enough conviction in the delivery at times. Mountainside says gorgeous vocals. And else says this is a nice vibe. Salt, here's the link in the chat for you. Just hit that link, fill out the form.
Beggars can't be choosers, yet you still chose to cheat. Couldn't watch your mouth, watch the road as you leave.
I see what you're saying, Leeway.
If you kept it calm,
I don't know if I would like it more though if it was like so forced on certain words. I do think that the vocal is so good though, like the control and like the notes are being hit. I understand what you're saying though. I think there are times where you can maybe make us feel where you're trying to say a little bit more and through the singing, but I don't know that it's so much so that I'd be like, oh, like it really needs this, like, because I do think like it's maybe like you remind me of her a little bit, and I don't think that that's something that her necessarily does every time you listen to a song, especially the more up-tempo ones. She just has a super smooth, really controlled, well done vocal, and that's what I hear in this is like the technical aspects of how strong this vocal is for me maybe outweigh the need for like the more conviction or the more emotion in the vocal. So I love this personally. I definitely am gonna play this when it comes out, but I understand where you're coming from. No, this is good. It's so catchy also. I mean, look. Great runs. And thank you so much, Salt. Do you want to get bumped up 5 times? Like, I can just put your song next, basically. Or do you want to send in more songs? It's up to you. You can do it either way. Because thank you for the 5 community subs. You absolutely didn't need to do all that. But I appreciate you. Okay, let's put you next, because that is... Tarek, I'm going to move you down just underneath this. Only because the rule is basically, like, if you gift multiple subs, you can, like, either get bumped up the same amount of times that you subbed, or you can have multiple songs in there. So we're going to push this one up because thank you for that. I appreciate it. But Tarek, don't worry. You're still in the queue. We'll play it next. All right. I don't really have too much. I don't have too much feedback on the last one. It was amazing. Brianna, you did a great job. I loved it. Make sure it's in the release calendar though, so I don't miss it when it comes out, because I was really just sick. All right. Early ID, Artem, Enemy, Soul remix. We love a little drum and bass remix. I love a drum and bass remix. I don't know if we all do. I love a drum and bass remix. Nah, look, like, that's not what I'm here for. I really love music, and, like, I love doing this. I love connecting with you guys and listening to music and giving feedback. It makes me better at what I do, also, to figure out how to communicate with you guys the things that I think, and, like, it helps me figure things out for myself. So, like, I really enjoy this. When people, like, spend money, like, it's just, like, I appreciate it. It means a lot. It helps me, like, live my life and put the stuff that I earn towards making this better. So, like, you know, I appreciate the support as well. That's all. Drum, bass, and UK Garage are my favorite things right now. Me too. It's all I've made for the last year from a producer standpoint. And this is sick. Great sound design. I love that, like, lead synth. Like, the synth bass is so crunchy, it's so distorted. Enjoy music. You're right about that. Meadow tries a sick mix. It is pretty sick. Drum break is amazing. Is this the right Instagram? I feel like that's not the right one. I feel like it's this one. It's Sample Soul. Do you want us to go to the other one? _Phil_stir? Or do you want us to go to the It's Sample Soul one? This shit is hard, man. I don't have any feedback. The mix is amazing. Yeah, it's Sample Soul. That's his non-private. Though if you want his private, you want to go bug his personal account, that's his personal account. Go do it. Sorry. We're doxing you right now. My bad. It's Sample Soul on Instagram. The arrangement on this is great too. Like it moves so well. It keeps you engaged. You have that really loud section where everything drops in the beginning, but then it cuts out. You have this softer section to then drop back into this, which is a false drop, but tension is building. Tension is building. What up, Jamal Phillips? I'll give you one of those back. This feels like Fred Again if Fred Again was slightly harder. It almost feels like Bunt at times too, with the stuttering aspect of like the synths and stuff like that. I like how many different elements of almost different types of electronic music are kind of infused in this one track and one remix. It's really cool. The mix moves in such a good way, like the automation in the mix and everything moves so well too. It's really great job on this song. I want to hear more, but this is great. I think this is a great representation of what you're capable of. We got another free one coming up at random next after this. We're going to use the spinning wheel. So keep your fingers crossed. Hope for luck. Beautiful. Great job. Only thing we need is some of these songs to come out and a little bit of content on your socials. And I think people, when they hear that stuff, are really going to like it. I mean, you could be making content and teasing some of these songs even if they're not out yet. That's the thing I try to tell artists and producers all the time. You should really just be trying shit out, making content. I feel like that's what Bunt did really well, you know what I mean? Everyone forgets about it, but it's a really important part of the promotion process of music, and it does really impact the way that fans and the audience kind of build around you too, and that's something that we see a lot on the distro side. So I'm always telling artists to do it because at the end of the day, it's something you can control yourself. You don't have to rely on other people to do it for you or push your music for you. You can really control how you build an audience and what kind of an audience you build through socials and through the content that you make. So that is the reason why I'm always trying to tell artists to do it. It's like, yo, at the end of the day, if you don't have to rely on someone's playlist or rely on someone's thing, then boom, make sure you do it. That's fucking sick, dude. Congratulations. Make sure you put that in the release calendar as well, because that's really cool. For those of you who don't know, Monster Cat is one of the bigger electronic labels. They do a lot of really, really cool releases. So that's sick, man. Congratulations to you. That's amazing. All right, Brent Curran, you are the one who won our free bump. I know nothing about this. I'm a songwriter. I've been playing music for the last 30 years. I love rocking out on guitar. We've got the circle of fifths as the bio picture.
Why did we get caught up? I know we can't show love.
Let us know what you think in the chat. Feels like this guy played every instrument analog, except maybe the drums. I like the idea. I do think some of like the playing on the instrumentation could be a little bit cleaner. If I had any feedback, it would probably be that. It's not bad though. Let us know what you think in the chat. Vocal could maybe use a little bit of work. Slight tuning on it. I kind of like the rasp. I see what they're going for. With the effects on it, it's got kind of like a Killer's feel to it. Drum work could maybe use a little bit of work. It's a solid song though. Like, reminds me of Chris Cornell from Soundgarden, says Gmod Studios. A little bit. I hear that. I hear the Anthony Kiedis for sure in the verses. That's the Red Hot Chili Peppers lead band for everybody who doesn't know. Even in the instrumentation, I feel a little like Red Hot Chili Peppers building into the chorus. That one transition right there was a little awkward, I think, between sections that we just got through. It's pretty solid, honestly. You can submit music, Mosey West. Just use this link in the chat. I do think the vocal needs to come up in the mix a little bit. It gets a little bit buried behind the instrumentation. The drums especially, the snare is a bit loud. And the kit overall is a bit loud. I don't know if I love the tone on the kit. Guitar tone's really solid. Bass is maybe a little too like big feeling, like it's a little overpowering within the mix. It's like got a good tone, but it's maybe a bit loud. More vocal layers. I think that's maybe the thing that I feel like the vocal feels a bit like empty, because it feels like there's maybe only one, if anything, two vocal tracks. Like a couple more harmonies in there would definitely not be bad, especially for this type of music. But honestly, a pretty solid song. No socials, which I would say is maybe one of the things also to work on, is just get those socials up, make sure you're pushing them, make sure they're linked here. But that's kind of cool. I mean, honestly, shout out to Brent Kern for making music for 30 years and writing songs. And you can tell, like, the song structure is there. I think, like, the songwriting is there. Honestly, the production style is there. It's just some of the finer tuning things, like the mix, the master, just making sure that the right elements are kind of the star of the mix as well. And then some of the instrumentation could be cleaner, but I think that's what happens when you make everything yourself. Only one vocal. Yeah, exactly. Which... I say this all the time. I don't think that one vocal is enough for anyone. Like, one vocal track on any song doesn't fill up the track enough. And I would say that to literally any genre, any artist at any level. Like, do more than one vocal track. If you're a rapper, do ad-libs. You know what I mean? Double things. The greats of hip-hop have all done it. Tupac would do 3 vocal tracks, 3 takes, 3 different styles, layer them together. For rock artists, harmonies, you need some background vocals. I think it just fills up the track and makes it feel more polished and more finished. But yeah, Aeon Twitching, if that was you, bro, great job overall. Like, I think the song is actually really cool. And like, again, you can tell that there's experience there. You can tell that you've done this for a while. I think it is just fine tuning on some of those things. I think I got 13 vocal tracks. That's sick. I'm very pro, like, do as many as you can and then cut back. All right, KayvanMD is a cinematic modern prog metal musician and composer. Fuck yeah. I thought you said this was hip hop, bro. Oh, you said it's different. I don't care. I listen to everything. Not sure whether to take the artist route or the game and composer route. My desire currently. I mean, it's sick. It's very cinematic. What do you, like, vocally, what do you do? I mean, I think you could probably release this without vocals, if I'm being honest, too. I don't know what the prog metal scene is like and how much they, like, consume instrumental music, but like in hip-hop, right, like we have like lo-fi producers and like whole playlists and channels that only post instrumental music. This is fucking sick. I would maybe cut the strings down a tiny bit just to like emphasize the guitars a little bit more. If anything, that's the only thing, is that I feel like the orchestral like aspects in the background maybe take up more space than they need to within the mix. But, brother, composition-wise, this is fantastic. And you're sick of the guitar, obviously. Did you program the drums? This is not real drums, right? If anything, I would maybe work on like your drum programming as well, and just... Pretty cool. You know what the really cool thing that you could do, and this is like maybe like a content idea for you, is like, because you are composing kind of like the protagonist journey, if you just started making content that was like a story essentially with each content piece, it could be animated, it could be whatever, it could have an actor in it, but then just putting your own compositions over top. You could even like voice over and have like someone reading a story or whatever. Like, that'd be so sick. But this is fucking cool. There's so much you could do with this. I think you could still compose and put this music out. I feel like Coheed and Cambria might be a good reference point for you, because Coheed did this thing where it was really sick, where they had like a whole like graphic novel series that kind of accompanied every album, right? And like, that was one of the cool things that I always thought, like, honestly made me a fan of Coheed at all, was just the way that they kind of incorporated this storyline and story and whole thing with the music as well. So like, you could do something like that. It definitely can be expensive. It would be an investment. But there's maybe ways around it. Like, you could start on Fiverr, you know what I mean? And try to see if you could find, like, some sort of web illustrator and do stuff like that. But this composition is fantastic. The only thing I would maybe work on is the drum sounds, and maybe the drum arrangement. But the guitars are perfect. D-Master sounds like Loathe right there. This breakdown's nice. Oh my god, bro. It's really such an experience. 4 minutes and 20 seconds, and at no point does it feel repetitive or get repetitive. Great job. Yeah, that's why I'm posting real talking about, and I love that. I love the layout of your stories also. Like, this is great content, bro. You just keep at it, honestly, just keep at it and try and figure out what kind of like niche communities you're appealing to. I feel like anybody who likes MMORPGs or like role-playing games in general is probably really going to enjoy your music. So like just try and figure out how you can incorporate and like niche down and like what communities are the communities that kind of gravitate towards your music. How do you tap into those, right? Ah, bro, you're filthy. That's great. Tarek _ Ganame. Are you also Persian? What is your background? I'm sorry, is this another one of yours? Why did you not send me this? I'm gonna put this in my playlist. Oh my god! Bro, you're fucking sick, dude. So yeah, what I will say, although this stream is predominantly hip-hop, and that's just because that's what I work in my day job, I've been a fan of all music, including prog metal, and like screamo and emo. That shit was crazy. Oh my god, I loved that, man. All right, we got another one from Ake up next. Ake has been giving us some crazy shit in this stream so far. Oh, Ake. You got to make sure that that link is available for me to open. Let me know when you've done it. It's not there right now. We're going to spin the wheel again. We don't have any more priority subscriber submissions. If you do want to subscribe or gift a sub, that is a guarantee you'll get played on stream, and you'll get played next. So you can do that if you want. But if not, we'll spin the wheel a little bit until Ake makes his thing available. And then in like 17 minutes, we'll either do 17 minutes of the spinning. You're from Syria? Oh, shout out to you, bro. Wow, wait, are you in the UK? When did you move to the UK from Syria? So I was born in the UK. My dad's from Iran. And so whenever I like talk to Middle Eastern artists, which we do have like a nice community of Middle Eastern artists in this community as well, I always get pretty excited because there's just a lot of similarities culturally. Oh, that's okay, dude. Don't worry. Just stick around. And also, like, you can just do PayPal if you want. There's a thing on Twitch. It's up to you, though. Like, I'm not here to just tell you to spend money. You don't have to do it. Fontaine's DC. You just won a free bump up. 2013 July. Oh, sick. So you spent the majority of your life in Syria then? Where did you move to in the UK? All right, this is Fontaine's DC. Jackie down the line. Who sent this? Who sent this in? 5 is fine. That's just how much the sub is. We do the same amount. The fuck is this? I love it. Who sent me this? It's been a while. I had left England already, but this is a good song. I don't know. I might get DMCA'd for this. But thank you, Mosey. I do like this. They sound like they're from the UK as well. London, but now living in Kent. Oh, fine. I grew up in Peterborough. The PayPal, if you join us on Twitch, the PayPal's linked in there. Sorry, the PayPal is the best. Janelle says this song's dope. Dude, good feel. They're already pretty big. They've got 3.5 million monthly listeners, so I'm definitely gonna get DMCA'd for this, but I'm not mad at getting put onto new music. This is my first time hearing this band. They are from North London. I love this. shout out to you for making me a new fan of this band, Fontaine's band on Instagram. The Clash vibe. It's really cool. It's Clash. It's got a, like, it kind of feels like the vocalist from The Cure a little bit too, just in the, like, the monotonous tone. But I really like it. Budsy, what's up? How's it going? New wave style vocal. I really like this a lot. So this is a more established band. Somebody just submitted this for us to listen to when we got it at random. So I don't want to say this, like, no one from the band has submitted this. They're already a very established band. So what we are listening to right now is a group that is way further beyond what a lot of the stuff that we listen to on stream is at, and that's fine. But it's very cool. Like, they're touring, like, arenas and shit already. You know what I mean? Like, which is great for them. But I mean, I guess we can talk about some of the things that they're doing right? Content is one of them. It's a lot of video content going up, content that they've done, performance pieces, videos, and they obviously have a team who's working on this, but look, like, it's a lot of content going up when you think about it, right? And then there's these carousel posts as well. So when you think about, like, artists at the highest level or the higher levels and how much is going out and how much they're putting out, this is why we're always telling people content is so important. This feed is like a post basically every week, even if it's not every day. You know what I mean? There's posts going up every week. So very important to stay active on social, and building that social following definitely helps. When you go to look at their streaming, you've got merch down here linked. You go to their bio, it's filled out. You've got all of their social platforms linked. These are great things. They've got their tour dates in there. You can see what playlists they've been on. They've got an artist pick for their new album, which I'm definitely going to go back and listen to, which just came out. And it looks like the majority of their popular songs right now are from that. They're killing it on streaming. So, look, things that you can learn from big established artists are those things. You know what I mean? It's just about having everything together. But yeah, this is fire. Shout out to whoever submitted this. Fontaine's DC is the band. I'm definitely going to be listening to them, I think, probably a lot in the next week. Ake, I don't know if you're still here or not, but this link did not work. Leeway, let's get you bumped up. We'll play a song right now, okay? Again, if you want to guarantee you get played on stream, best thing you can do is subscribe and get to sub. That'll get you bumped up. But you don't have to do it. If you don't, we'll just keep bumping people over random for funsies. Oh, hey, you are here. Yeah, can you either resubmit this link or just make it... It's doing this thing where it says, the track's not found, maybe it's been removed. Which usually means it's just not a private link that you sent. Couple timing issues because vocal recorded, no drums, and one instrument track will be fixed. Concerned with about writing primarily. Alright, let us know what you think in the chat. This is the wrong link too. Yo, we did listen to the PJ Franz song, and I loved it, Nick. So thank you so much for submitting it. I was wondering who submitted it. I went and followed him pretty much immediately. Okay, let's spin the wheel again because we got some link issues happening right now. Na 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 na. Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree. Yeah, loved it, bro. The PJ Franz song is so good. The VOD will be up on YouTube tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. You can find my YouTube channel right here. But yes, oh my God, so great. And then shout out to whoever just submitted DC Fontaine or Fontaine's DC, because I also really enjoyed them too. We got this Mosliano one. Let's bump it up. You should be, but after we do this one, I'll go back and I will just update it and make sure that anybody who hasn't been added is added. Okay. No, don't even worry about it. VOD will go up tomorrow. I playlisted the song. I followed him on Instagram because I loved what I heard. So please keep sending me stuff as it comes out. And if he has new releases coming at all, make sure you put them in the release calendar, which I just put a link for in the chat. You can also find that in my bio. It's how I keep up with everything and don't miss anything at all. All right, this is Brinks Truck by Mosliano. The recording will be on YouTube tomorrow morning, yes. And here's my YouTube channel in the chat for you too. New dancehall single, Big Up the Bronx. So I love dancehall. I did listen to this song when it came out the other day. The only reason that I didn't end up playlisting it was because the vocal mix from a level standpoint felt a little inconsistent. like the volume changes quite a lot. And there's maybe slightly too much reverb on the vocal as well. I really like the energy on the track. And again, love dancehall. I definitely want to hear more from Mazliano, but I think the vocal mix on this one was the only reason that I didn't end up playlisting it. That's all. Sakai says, seems like it hasn't been a miss yet since I joined the community. There's a lot of good music in here. I promise. Nick, of course. Honestly, if you have more to send in the stream, send me more PJ France. Because we do have free bumps coming up from the chat in about 10 minutes. So for the rest of the 30 minutes of the stream from 7:30 to 8 is just bumping up people who are in the chat hanging out. So if you have another song you want us to play, let us know. I'll put it into the queue when we get back into making a queue in about 10 minutes. I do love the dancehall vibes. I may put this in the songs we found on Twitch playlist right now because I do want to come back to it and just give it another chance. But I think on first listen the other day, it was just the reverb vocal mix that didn't really do it for me. Strings definitely a staple though. And the energy is great. I will say that. Mazliano on Twitter. The energy is good, man. I can't say the energy is not good on this.
You can't link with us, want the money as them printed. Need money like Bing's truck, call a chopper, tell him to link.
Does this guy not have an Instagram?
You can't link with us, want the money as them printed.
Damn. All right, this is what I'm talking about, though. All right, so we just looked at a super established artist. I'm going to make an example really quickly. We just looked at a super established artist, right? You go to that bio, everything is filled out. There's pictures, there's a bio, there's links to socials. You go to this one, there is literally nothing. Like, I don't have a bio, so I know nothing about this artist. I don't have socials to go follow, so there's no way for me to go click through and go follow them immediately. And that is stuff that you can just add on your back end, right? These are the things that you can control. You know what I mean? So just make sure you take care of those things. I know it's a lot of work to update these things all the time and make sure they look right. But, like, at the same time, you know, it just makes it easier for people to support you and continue to support you over time. So that is the reason that we're always trying to get on people about this stuff. Like, it's just the little things, the easy things, the things that you can just do and update quickly. When you don't do them, it makes a difference. But when you do them, it just, no one even know, like, you know what I mean? It just makes it feel more professional. It makes people feel like you can more also. Devil is definitely in the details. But the song was fire. You tagged Ake. Ake, bro, I'm super into the production, man. The James Joseph Brown on Instagram. I subbed for 3 months instead of one last stream. How do I gift a sub? There should be a button that just says gift a sub. That's it. This one's hard too, bro. No, this is really sick. Gambit, we'll get you bumped up. Louis P, we'll get you bumped up. Ooh, sorry. My voice. Louis P, what's your artist name, bro? I don't see it in here right now. And then Gambit, also let me know when you've submitted yours in there. I also don't see it. Wait, I don't see the Gambit one, bro. I know you said you saw it, but I don't see it. Oh, Gambit is Salmon X. Okay, cool. AKA Louis P. All right. Do you guys see AKA Louis P in here? I don't see it. Bro, you are a great producer. You got a good ear for producing, man. Louis, I don't see this in the Google form, bro. Can you just make sure you submit it in there again really quickly? And then, Nick, if you could also just make sure you put it in the Google form, that'd be great. Thank you so much. I don't know if you do see it and I'm just missing it, please let me know, but I don't see it at all. No, Ake, you're fucking cool, bro. Great job. D. James Joseph Brown on Instagram. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with that one. We have three more priority subscriber submissions to go, and then we will get into free bumps from the chat. Let me also go put that into the Discord in a second. Leeway, up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. But yeah, man, seriously, if you're an artist in here, make sure you go tap in with this producer. I don't know why you wouldn't. You'd be crazy not to, quite honestly. Oops. Okay, this one has a couple timing issues because it was recorded with one synth track and no drums, but I'm worried about the writing. All right. So listen for the lyrics, guys. I also love his tone. I love his tone on this type of music specifically, and I said this earlier on today. I would maybe take that "and" out in that previous line. I think the songwriting so far has been cool. Lyrics are hidden, yeah. There hasn't been anything that stood out to me as like you need to change this. Maybe that section right there. I don't know if I love that section. I just think you could do something more. The other thing that I would say is from verse 1 to verse 2, I would maybe switch up the verses rhythmically a little bit more. Especially if the pre-chorus and the chorus are going to be the same both time around. Because you want to have some sort of variation just in like the rhythmic like delivery of it, I think. Beat's a little confusing, says Beezus, but it's a good song. This section right here is the only part that I would maybe work on a little bit more. I think ending it like that way is good. Oh, is this the chorus? I think everything before "no matter what I do, I can't lie to you," like that section there is probably the only section that I would maybe go back and edit more. I'm not crazy about the hook because I think you could do more with the concept of it. But other than that, I think it's pretty good. There's not really too much that I would be like, oh, really go change these parts. The hook is maybe the only part that I would say work on that a little bit. Do some editing. Just find more creative ways that you can kind of get that rhyme scheme without using those word choices. I think it's the word choices during that rhyme scheme that aren't necessarily hitting for me. But other than that, it's very minimal things. The only other thing that I said, which I would stand by, is just from verse 1 to verse 2, switching up the rhythms a little bit within the writing. And that's it. You know what I mean? Like, and that is me being super picky, but this is just something that I would say really to anyone is just like, all right, like the bones of what's there is really good. I love the melodies of it, but I think that if you were to expand a little bit on that like chorus idea, you might end up getting something that's just a little bit stronger using maybe those last two lines. The no matter what I do, I would never lie to you, as kind of the inspiration for the rest of the chorus. I think the rhyme scheme is good, but I think the word choices within the rhyme scheme maybe don't make it as strong as it could be. That's all. Salmon X, Skinny Dippin', our next music video of the evening. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is crazy. Did they actually walk into this place naked, or do they have boxes on? Yeah, of course, bro. That's what you asked for. That's what we're here for.
Hey, how you doing? I'd like to stare at you naked. I know
this is crazy. I love it. Not walking into that dude. That dude was tight. He was upset.
I need some confirmation. Can we? I need some confirmation. Can we?
I appreciate the dedication to the bit more than anything. They just went for it.
you should really watch your mouth.
Homie's just staring at him, bro. But he says, wow, cool videos. You must have awesome video. It's a great video. Well done. Love the video, and I appreciate the black square as needed. Yeah, I appreciate the black square also. Regardless of whether or not they actually are naked in this fucking bodega right now, I appreciate the dedication to the bit. The song is also good. I'm dead, bro. Tell me that everybody in there is not real. Like they're not actors, right? Like they're all just like random people. This song is so fun. This was I love it. I love all the real reactions to it. Also, what the fuck is this place, man? This is not a regular gas station. Why do they have so many choices? I've never seen this many candy choices in a regular gas station. Yeah, I'm gonna go save this on Spotify as well. Why isn't this song 100 million views? Definitely run ads on this. If you're not running ads on it, make sure you run ads on this. Shot this video on one take in Tempe, Arizona ASU campus. That new album comes out 2025. This is great. I love that this guy whispered on his verse too. It's super dynamic. Great, amazing job on this, honestly. The way he just shook that Corona up is stressing me out. And the fact that the aisles are all so small, and the fact that they're like having to push past people only makes it even better. The jumping's insane, says Janelle. This is really cool. I had an awesome time shooting it. Editing it took me a week of keyframing. I bet it fucking did, bro. Motion tracking the black square must have taken forever. All right. Yeah, that was sick. I have to make sure we go save that on Spotify because I really like the song. If you're in the chat and you want to submit, all you have to do is hit !submit. We are about to get into some free bumps from the chat very shortly. I think we just have one more priority or two more priority subscriber submissions. Once I find this Louis P one, which is still not in the submission form, bro. Where are you submitting it to? I don't understand which form you're using. Maybe you're using the wrong one. You might want to do the one that says submit to Twitch specifically, because I am not seeing it in my Google form, and that is where the submissions need to go, Louis P. Story Night on the Road to Damascus from Tarek MG up next. We got another prog metal composition here. Yeah, bro, you fucking sick, dude. The music video is hard again. Socials were fuck Sam X on the last one. This is sick too, bro. Fuck Sam X. Sorry, not Salmon. Sam X. Okay, I extra love this because of the Middle Eastern inspiration and musical elements, the use of Phrygian scale. Very cool. This is sick, dude. Wow. I'm so glad that you kind of just stumbled your way in here, honestly. Nah, bro, we listen to everything. You can send in whatever you want to send in right now. Just use the Google form in the chat. Make sure you submit in the right place. There's a link in the chat for you right now. If you're on Instagram, it's in my bio. Please hit the right one. This feels like something that should be in like the Assassin's Creed series or like trailer or something like that, or like God of War trailer. I love it. Also, I love bass music. And if they ever made like a good Prince of Persia remake, this would be crazy in the Prince of Persia remake. Let's go, it's inspired by Prince of Persia. Which one? Malik says this is crazy. Let's be real, Prince of Persia Sands of Time is the best Prince of Persia game ever made. Fight me. Gambit, what's the next one you've got for us? Malik English says this is crazy. I love Prince of Persia. I have every one except the first one. Well, we fighting then. Not Sands of Time? Come on, Sands of Time is so good. Derek says the Harry Gregson composition from the movie. Nice. Check the rhyme, what's up? Oh yeah, I got you. Another Sam X one. All right, if you are in the chat, we're gonna get into some free bumps very shortly. Two Thrones was good. Was Two Thrones was the one where you could turn into like the dark version of him, right? That one was cool. Dark Prince was good. Actually, I think Dark Prince might be the one I'm thinking of, not Sands of Time. You might be right. This breakdown is sick, dude. Okay, Two Thrones. Wario Within was good, too. Okay, Sands of Time was not the best one. I meant Wario Within, because Wario Within was the best one. You did win the fight. I don't know that I played Two Thrones. Maybe I did, but Wario Within was amazing. I'm not into whatever this most recent remake is, though. This one. The Lost Crown. Because I think they went back to the 2D platformer kind of scrolling game. I don't love that. I'm having way too much fun with this. There's gonna be a day where I literally just sit and listen to Tarek MG all day, because it's just great. It's so prog. They're so good. I didn't like the 2D comeback. So unnecessary. Whoa. Ooh. Sam X up next. This one's from the unreleased album. It's called Shine. Or Chine, if you speak French. That just means China. I don't know if that's what that is, but Chine. 4 brothers out of Phoenix, 6 rappers in the group. Hey, I like these guys, man. Very
we
cool.
Don't even look
Fuck
at
Sam
the
X.
prices. Dressing all black like I'm ISIS. She bite on my ear like she Tyson, but we ain't fighting.
You guys are bringing the hard ass fucking music, man. Paul's coming out on Twitch. I know you got a submission in there. We're about to get into free bumps in the chat right now, so if you are in the chat, let me know your artist name in the chat. After we get to the BP song after this, we'll do free bumps. But let me know your artist name in the chat right now. I'll make a queue. We'll bump people up. We'll listen to as many songs as we can before the end of the stream.
I just took a piss.
We'll go in kind of a rapid fire mode, though.
Boy, come get your bitch. She was on my dick, pull me another line. I just hit me it down from my other line. Man, bitch, you gon' call me another time. Man, the shit on my wrist got me colorblind. See me and you seeing the other side. I got the
You guys
one
are
on
cool,
the other
man.
guy. I'm about to bust.
This is probably the best rap music I've heard come out of Arizona, truthfully.
Hello, goodbye. Caught a nigga lacking 2 times, sent a few times, it's mine. Get close, come slide. Chairman clips come with 3 tips, make you take trips, get fried. I'm on my trap shit, going bad shit for that whack shit. Rewind, now we're beginning. For a nigga sniffed a penny, in and out with the innings, never a finish.
Give me a second to catch up with the chat, guys.
Bitches be
I'm not
loving
gonna
that
respond to
ending.
you for a second, but I am building the queue.
Niggas were singing that song.
Louis P, I found yours, bro. Got you.
Walk it, talk it, take it down. This shit got me smiling. How long can I take it till I fall up? Me
Check around says I feel a few years old to bump this other regular bass stats for sure. Good work. I like this. I feel you on that. But I need this energy every week. Every now and then I need this energy in my life.
If you speaking villain, all we need is ones right now.
This one's called Shine. It's not out yet. The artist, the group name is Sam X. They sent in a really crazy music video we watched a couple seconds ago too. It was great.
Fuck, I got a man, I gotta get her.
Alright, I think I got everybody. If you are in the chat and you want to get bumped up for free, we're doing it right now.
Super bad bitch, let me crack some. Never held back shit, never chiroprac son. Crack rock, bumping Frank shit while I blew her back, son. Damn, son, how you get like this where you get your racks up? Bad flex up, Mad Max, I get mad Cheshire. You want a bag, get over your ex.
Can I please put Smiley Love Saint up there? Yeah, absolutely.
Mad extra, I'm a young vet. Go around my neck, I'm Ann Edwards. That bitch room nasty.
Oh, this shit is crazy, bro. I see another PJ France one. I'm bumping it up too. I want to listen to it.
It's a damn pleasure. She talking about the new moon.
Like I said, we're getting into free bumps, so if you are in the chat, make sure you put your artist name in the chat right now, and we'll put you in the fucking submission form, or in the queue. Sorry guys, it's in my tooth. That was weird. Janelle and Dozy, we got you, alright? All right, this is our last priority subscriber submission of the night. If you are in the chat, that means no more subscribers. All right, stop. Don't do it. Don't spend money. Don't be tempted. It's not going to get you bumped up into the priority queue. It'll get you pushed until next Tuesday because I'm not streaming on Monday. But after we get through this one, we're going to do our rapid fire mode. We'll try and get through as many songs as possible before the end of the stream. We've got about 22 minutes left. 19 when we get done with this. We'll do about 60 seconds of each song and just try and get through as many songs as possible, okay? After that, I'll take you guys on a raid somewhere else. So this is an older song. It came out 2 years ago from this artist. What the fuck is going on? AKA Louis P on Instagram. I mean, I do like this. I think the things for me that could improve are mostly in the mix. I don't know that I love the vocal mix. I feel like it's not doing the best for the tones of the artist's voice. The energy is that low-key G-Moss. Low-key G-Moss, you and fucking Louis P could probably do some cool shit. I think for me, it's the biggest thing here is just the mix on the vocal could improve. I like the more chanted vocal that's on top of the lead. I think it's the lead vocal for me that can maybe use a little bit of work. I am curious to hear some of your newer music as well, Louis P. I know you're in here right now, but I'm curious to hear some more of the newer music that you have work on, even unreleased. You can send unreleased music, you know that, right? Especially if you're sending SoundCloud links anyway. You can send a private link to an unreleased song on SoundCloud. We can listen to it. And that is what we're here for, too. So in the future, if you want to send in unreleased music, you can. But, I mean, this is a pretty solid intro to you. I like this sound. I like the beat choice overall. I like what you're doing. Like, from a delivery standpoint and from, like, a writing standpoint, the song is good. It's really just, like, I don't know that you found the right tone for your vocal in the mix yet. That's where it is. You got a Ruben exclusive for me next. Are you going to rap? Is that what we're getting? We're going to get the Ruben raps next week? Well, you can send it to the same place. Just use a private link. So, like, you can either use Box or Dropbox or Untitled or SoundCloud private links. Send it to the same place. I'm the only one who has access to this, so no one else is going to be able to take the link or anything like that. Oh, you got some Nito for us. Let's go. Got my hopes up, man. I was hoping I'd get to hear you rap next week. All right, if you're in the chat right now, artist names in the chat if you're trying to get bumped up for free. Chop, chop. Before you miss your chance. If you're in here, make yourself known, all right? 945, I got you. Hunter will get you bumped up as well. Dozy, I got you. Sedarius, I'll get you bumped up also. I don't know that we'll get through everybody today, but I'm going to try and get through as many as possible. All right. Socials for that last one are Real Louis P, or AKA Louis P, sorry, on Instagram. Make sure you go tap in if you're rocking with it. All right, this section, we're going to rapid fire mode. I got 18 minutes left. We're going to listen to about 60 seconds of each song and just try and get through as many as possible. We'll still pull up socials. We'll still give feedback, so let us know what you think in the chat. If you want me to start from somewhere that is not the beginning of the song, please let me know. All right, and I'll start from in the middle or wherever you want. Just tell me before we get to it. This is Black by Sakai. Let us know what you think in the chat. I love your canvas for this. Over here, this burning umbrella in the rain.
I'm rocking black on some superstar shit. Yeah, my cool supercharged. Yeah, I'm
Saved.
bigger than large. Yeah, it's bigger than life.
This is my favorite one of the 3 songs we've listened to from you so far. 2 from you so far. This is my favorite one. I am Sakai. Sakai and Tide. You guys would fit really good together on a track as well.
If it's the truth, let the actions prove it. Made the fool, but I can't fit your play. How you slime, but you really a snake.
This is sick, bro. I love this, Sakai. Out of Philly.
These niggas be fake, had to cut out some ties.
I'm gonna have to cut it off in a second at 60 seconds, but I fuck with this heavy too. The song's called Black. It's in the playlist. I am Sakai on Instagram. Make sure you go follow. We got Ben's Baby up next. We got to move quickly. A different vibe, but a good vibe. Ben's Baby. Hashtag WTW. Let us know what you think in the chat. When we get to you, let me know if you want me to start it later on in the song, and I'll skip forward. I'm not going to remember right now. Sorry. Ben's Baby, 2 Z's, 2 I's on Instagram.
We get into it. What's in your mind, little baby? Ice in your cup, little baby. Down in your cup, little baby. She get it loose. Over the Henny, the juice.
This one's hard too, man. Good job.
I'm rocking Canadian Goose. And I'm loving the vibe. And the way she articulates.
Don't let the vegans know you're rocking Canadian Goose, bro. They're gonna boycott you. They're gonna pull up. First time I moved to New York, first time I came to New York, I walked past the Canada Goose store one time. And it was just like people out there protesting. I was wearing a North Face jacket, and they were all screaming at me. And I was like, "Yo, bro, I'm not trying to get a I'm not trying to get a goose-filled jacket. Like, please leave me alone." They were hype. I was just walking past the store. They were not happy. So if you ever see that cross the street, this one was good, man. Really, really great energy on that. I think the mix sounded really solid. The vocals really punched through nice. Of course, man. Thank you so much for sharing your music with us. All right, Jagat says start at 11 seconds. All right, I appreciate you telling me. That's very specifically taking me past the intro. Thank you. They never are. They really are not. Very upset about it. Again, if you are in the chat, guys, if we don't get to you tonight, Discord. The community playlist is still open until Monday. Get your submissions in. Go follow us on Kayvan's house. The songs we found in the comments is back open again, so you can go put your songs in there. I'll listen to them in the next week. Delivery's really good on this one, Jag. This is probably, I'm going to put this in the songs we found on Twitch playlist. This is the most standout song that I've heard from you so far. I like the beat choice a lot, but I think your voice fits on it really well too. Jag_Gats on Instagram.
I work the rest and all my trouble gone. If end of the day you ain't tired, then there's something wrong. No use in complaining about it, know where we coming from. That's how I got my jungle bond. Told me strain the only way to make your muscles strong. When you get doubted about your place, just know you must belong.
Timing on the delivery is better. Like, I know I've said that to you before. Timing on the delivery could be better on certain things. I think for me, timing on the delivery on that one was perfect. You did a great job on that one. I think delivery style and tonally, you did a great job too, and the mix was great. So, good job on that. Yeah, this is fucking sick, bro. Is this not out yet? Does this drop tomorrow? Is this out? Hey man, keep going. You're on the right track. You're on the right track. It's out already? Alright, I'm gonna go save it on the playlist as well. Saved. I love this music video. I'm sorry, the face and the eggs is just too funny. I love this. I love the music. I love the music video, but the song itself was also just really great. I am super into that one. Nappy_Nino on Instagram. Make sure you go follow them out of East Oakland. Fucking cool, man. Very good. 954 the kid. Sorry, 945 954. Potion 954 the kid. Up next. Did you submit in the Google form, Crizzy? If you did, I'll try and get to you, but I can't guarantee we will. Make sure you try some of the other options, though. You can always submit my songs you found in the comments, content which you can find on my Instagram, or in the Discord. Our community playlist is open until Monday. This one's hard too, bro. Again, careful on the mix a little bit. Sub is very loud, a little overpowering of the vocals at times. It's the same thing that I said about the other one. I'm assuming it's a similar situation, though, where you've probably done a 2-track first. But your vocals sound good. I like the melody choices. They're pretty catchy choruses, honestly. You've got catchy moments in the songs as well. But I think it's just elevating the mixes for you. I like that you did harmonies in this, too. That's a good thing. Bro, we're gonna have to hit the band hammer this late. Boom, get out of here. I can wield my own band hammer. Also, for anybody who's in the chat, if you have music that dropped this week or you have music that's coming out in the next couple of weeks, just hit the link in my bio if you're on Instagram, or if you're here, I put the release calendar for you in the chat. If you put your upcoming releases in there, that's the first thing that I check on a Friday. So I will always see and listen to the songs that you have coming out. I will hear them if you use that. It's free, again, like, it's just keeping me updated. It keeps everything in one place so I can find it easily. That's it. Another beat from Ake. This one's Billboard Beat 9. Dude, this guy has really impressed me in this stream. He sent in 3 beats. They've all been absolute bangers. All of them Afrobeat, Amapiano. I think this one's going to be a little bit different. But the James Joseph Brown on Instagram, make sure you go follow if you're rocking with this or if you're looking for a producer to connect with. My feedback on this one is mainly just the kick being really loud. I would pull the kick down a little bit in this mix. At least at the beginning. It doesn't feel so bad when you switch to this different kick, but the kick in the beginning of the beat was very loud in comparison. Then I think it's just leveling. Even with the hi-hats and the snare, I think the leveling could be a little bit better on this one. But again, melodic elements, rhythmic elements, and the idea that you're getting down have all been really impressive throughout. Malik English, Best Friends, another music video. This one shot in New York. I know that view of the Empire State anytime I see it. Let us know what you think in the chat. I think, honestly, in producing, leveling is just one of the most important parts. If you get the leveling right, it's always going to sound good. Bro really went to Times Square and risked his life to shoot this video. He didn't really risk his life, but as someone who lives in New York and hates going to Times Square, you know, he did the thing. This one feels really good, man. Great job. This feels exactly the way it needs to, realistically. Maybe a little bit more energy on camera for how high energy the song and beat is. I would love to see more movement from you, I think, on a song like this on camera, but it is tough though. I like the song. Hold on. I'm gonna go find this one on Spotify too. We're gonna pull up the next one. Album soon from Malik English. Make sure you go follow Malik.English. Don't know why it says I'm not following you, but we'll try it again. Smiley Love Saint. We're gonna play this one from Smiley Love Saint. It's not out yet. Bruh, get out of here, man. You guys are trying to ruin my vibe at the end of the stream with the spam in the chat. Get out. No spam in the chat. All right, Smiley Love Saint. Then I'm gonna go save this one. Save this one from Malik English in the playlist as well. This one's not out yet.
Crazy bitches always fucking for a band. Flag down like Columbus take land. Take them off, leave a field, can't stand like.
This is one of the members of Sam X. And this is a freestyle. Let us know what you think in the chat. Smiley Love Saint on Instagram. I really enjoyed his verse on the last song where they were dancing around in the gas station too. Love the way he's playing with his voice. Bro, I don't know where Bull is at. I gotta check in with him. I know he's been working on a lot of his own shit recently too. To be honest with you, I've been so busy, I really have not been able to check in with Bull as much as I should, so I hope he's doing okay.
Clear out my headspace. MVP bro, I'm honest a decade. I can really
I know he's doing a lot of creative stuff right now. Like he's been working on t-shirts and merch for the Bull of Worldwide stuff. Which props to him, man. This shit's hard.
Couldn't tell a bitch a pun without a glare. Bitch don't stare, don't remind me I'm aware. They said there's a punk in the coop, yeah, I was there. Niggas look.
So I do love the way he plays with his voice on the whole track. I think it moves really well overall. I'm fucking with the Sam X guys, man. We got another one from PJ France. This one's Waves. I did love the last PJ song that we listened to today. So this feels like an easy save. This artist is sick. What a nice find.
and all of your waves came crashing into me.
Beautiful. Beautiful. PJ.France.
I got just too love drunk and I got a little bit too fucked up and I got a little bit obsessive with your
Yo, shout out to Nick. I don't know if he's still in the chat here or not, but Nick, you already put me on today. I'm very excited about this artist right now. It's really great pop music. Does he produce everything himself? I love it.
Now you're biting my tongue.
Where is he from?
Both of our eyes come crashing.
I mean, it looks like he's in LA, right? But all self-produced. What a monster. I have to stop that, but I've saved both of the songs to the playlist today. Based in LA, bruh, I love his music. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to the rest of the project, but I love it so far. Qualls out of Nashville, Tennessee, Chattanooga, originally. Contradiction, featuring 2 Live Bray, who's a man. I've known 2 Live Bray for so many years. I put him on a show when I was still doing shows in Nashville, and I believed in his shit then. He's still going, man.
Know the answer, but don't want it to the masses.
Saved.
So a lot of expectations kind of weigh in occupation, make them hard, lower classes. Are you sure? Yes, nigga.
And I fuck with Qualls. His new project, The Gray Area, is out now. Make sure you go tap in and listen to that as well. Qualls, 2 L's, 3 S's.
Backseat packed out, silver focus. Still I pushed it like a rover. Still ain't told her. Man, it made up. Chip on shoulder.
Very good.
Application in diploma. Right around the fucking corner. Feeling like a contradiction. Feeling like
I'm gonna skip forward to 2 Live Bray just so you can hear his voice, because I've always loved his voice.
Benediction, life feels like a wreck, start the recognition. And my shows have no comps because they competition. And I'm
Great voice.
Where I'm at, don't mention. I imagine.
Great voice. Always felt that way. All right, Janelle, pop rap song up next. All because of me. Let us know what you think in the chat. We've only got a couple minutes left. We got about, well, my one clock says 7, one clock says 2. We probably got about 5 minutes left, so we're gonna try and get through the rest of these songs before we get done. Did you produce this, G-Moss? Speaking of Grey Matter does drop tonight. That's a fact. I can't wait too. I'm excited. I'm gonna be up at midnight making sure all of our links are right. Janelle Music on Instagram. Okay, so tonally as a vocalist, one thing to try and avoid, I don't know if this is in the mix of the vocal, a little nasally at times with the more sung parts. So it could be the way you sing it, it could just be the way that it's mixed. But that's the one thing that I would kind of look out for and just keep an eye out for. Melodies are good choices. I love the production style on this. Feels very like vintage, like 80s, 90s pop. I would just keep an eye out for the tone. You know what I mean? Like, try and like focus on diaphragmatic breathing and singing from down here, because it'll help with that sound, but it also could just be in the mix. That's it. That's my only real feedback. Dozy up next. Story. What is this? What is this character called, bro? I recognize this puppet here. Where's this puppet from? And what is this creepy book? Why do I know this creepy book too? What is this picture up here in the right? It's very familiar to me. Oh. Oh. The timing is a little off on some stuff, but oh. I love the screamed. I love a screamed vocal, so don't get me wrong. Your socials did not show up. So yeah, the socials don't show up for some reason. I can't find those anyway. I like the idea and the instrumentation. I think there needs to be a little bit more structure in the song, like in the writing. And then also maybe like a... Bruh, that's what I'm saying. Like, I need to know where I'm recognizing those images from. Green, scruffy dog puppet. Yo, I'm telling you, it's a children's show. I remember it, man. Tied again, delivering. And book. Talking book. Please send to me, bro. This thing. I recognize this fucking thing, bro. Is it Axtel? Where am I recognizing it from? This is gonna kill me. I'm never gonna figure it out. Dozy, where is it from, bro? Please help me solve this. Help me solve this conundrum. I need to know. Hey, what the fuck is that, man?
Give me a chance and I'm showing you off, yeah. I want you all to myself, girl, it's not fair.
Damn it. You guys have just seen me fall into a rabbit hole of needing to know what something is. Tide, this is fire. Only thing that I have, the only feedback that I would give you is just be careful of plosives on the S's when you do the final mixes. That's it. KayvanMD on Instagram. Go follow. This dude is so talented and has been absolutely killing it on the releases and the music that he's been putting out in the last like year or so. Go keep up. You won't be disappointed. We'll just do the last two. We've got Hunter and Zedarius, and then we'll go on a raid. That is like literally a perfect 2 hours. Amazing. We got through so much music today. Such a great like display of like what you guys can all do as well. Bunch of different fucking genres, which was cool. Make sure you join the Discord if you haven't. Our community playlist is still open until Monday. Make sure you go follow us on Kayvan's House on Instagram. The songs we found in the comments, playlist and content submissions are open until next Thursday. Is this French? Did you know that I love French music? Literally have been learning French just so I can understand French music because I love it so much. Though I can't find your Instagram, Hunter Music, so please let me know what that is. And look, guys, if you didn't get played on stream today, please, please, please don't forget that there are other ways that you can get this music in front of me, and there are other things that I listen to and playlists I listen to about playlists as well, okay? Good, Zedarius. I'd love to hear that, man. Use French, Spanish, annex. This is trilingual. That's crazy that you do a whole trilingual song, man. Amazing. Your Instagram doesn't show up when you do that, so I don't know if you changed it recently, but for some reason it does not show up at all. Yeah, I'm on the gram. I don't see it, man. Is this not it? YEHY.A. I like that it's trilingual. I think there's maybe too much reverb on the vocal. Like that would be the one thing that I would kind of point to is like you could probably put a little bit less reverb on it. D's Key says it's the drums for me, also a fair point. But again, I think the trilingual songwriting is so difficult to do, so like that is a super impressive thing. But it is, yeah, it's like nailing down the details and figuring out some of the finer things about it, but keep going. I like the melodies and the vocal, but I could hear the note about the production. All right, this is the last one for the night. Zedarius, Flooded. I fuck with this dude's voice a lot. He's a great rapper. We're gonna go hit a raid after this.
fuck up.
Let's see who's
Take
on
your
right now.
loss, move on, nigga, shut up, turn it off. If I ain't making no ends, they tell me I ain't a boss. Put a Cuban on the floor, shiesty, run your shit off. Some people scared to chase a dream, abandon it. Me, I'm at the gym.
Let us know what you think in the chat.
Who cares if you gifted when you lack discipline? Gotta
Well, I
stand
thought
on
the
your
piano was
toes.
in. I
Show
thought the
these
piano
names
was
who
in the
they
song. I was
fucking
like, damn, you got this
with. Along the
crazy
way, you might
piano
ruffle some
glissando
feathers,
happening
burn
right
some
now.
bridges or whatever. They ones becoming jealous cause they vision not together.
Yes.
Not everyone can go, so some relationships untethered. I'd rather hit some goals.
I love the drum break and the way it came in on this.
Conversations with my nigga Asa about my light. Now
Literally none of the music streaming homies are on right now.
It's just a pot of jambalaya until I find the right ingredients to help unite us. Listen, hope your
So maybe
loving is
we're gonna
flooded.
on a raid today,
Money
and it is what it is. No worries.
Your mama, your siblings, and all your loved ones keep shining through all the
That being
bullshit.
said,
Gotta rise above it.
shout out to you guys. Thanks for a great stream tonight. Again, make sure you join the Discord. There's free playlist submissions in there. Make sure you go follow us on Kayvan's house. There's free playlist submissions in there. And if you have new releases that came out this week or tonight, make sure you drop them in the release calendar, which is linked in the chat as well. I'll be checking that in the morning and playlisting your songs, okay? Get in there. I'll see you guys on Tuesday next week, not Monday. It's my wife's birthday on Monday, so I got shit to do. Tuesday night, I'll be back on stream, and I'll see you then. Have a great weekend. And keep your eyes open for content. We'll got more playlist updates coming tomorrow, more shit like that. If you didn't get played tonight, sorry. But make sure you submit your music for the other free playlist opportunities we have, because there is a lot of them. All right? Peace. VOD up on the YouTube tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Get in the Discord. We'll see you in there. All right? Thank you for the follow as well, Matt Woods Wave. It's Remsen here, Real Louis P, Birdsy, and on Twitch. Tomatin Saft, definitely said that wrong. Wana Yanash, fucked that one up too. Janelle Music and Uoda. Appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your night. Goodbye. We'll take you out with this new one that's dropping from Vera tomorrow, which you can go pre-save and listen to, and you'll hear on my playlist as well.
There's a party I can phone, but I'm not working, I can't go. You're there without taking photos. Should probably laugh at your dumb jokes like I won't. I'm not text I'm sending, so I'm in green. I'm arguing with your answer in the machine. So these days overrated, did you mean? She looks so good in those low rise vintage jeans. Thorns in the palm of your hands, I try to reach for them, pulling them out of the skin, then watch it stretch down, but they grow back again. You're like a rose garden, should break it off at the stem, but I'd rather watch my grip. Check out a show at the Bowery. You went to see him without me. Every scene you with Megan, it did